time to check out, I'm sure, is going to be the bit of a celebrity in the Twitch chat now. Carnage is here now, and he is going to be taking on DemonSphere as we continue to check out some more matches here in the run-up to the round of 16 here today in the open qualifiers.
Yeah, DemonSphere didn't play in week 2. I mentioned this earlier. His only loss was week 1, and that was to Malvo, who's made it to the regional final. So he didn't lose to a slouch, that's for sure. So we'll see what he brings for Carnage today, who's had a couple tough losses the first couple of weeks. Gelisak, again, not a slouch, made it to the regional finals and played an excellent game, and so did Pitt for that matter. So I think Carnage looking to bounce back this week and make it happen.
Well, we can take a look now at the draft. No surprises on the initial picks here. Actually, it's a mirror match so far. Mirror? Let's see. Is it going to be Visor or... Oh, okay. So no mirror match, but pretty much almost, except for those third champions there. It was leading up to it. And we're going back to the ruins of Sarnath for the second time today. We did have it played out earlier. It was a pretty good match, actually. So now we're going to get to see it played again here. And as you can see, since we are playing on that map, we have some very fast champions being selected overall there, along with some more like standard ones to just add it to the flow a bit.
So I know Carnage, he loves his Ranger. I would imagine he's gonna start on Ranger here, as he usually does, and that's his go-to guy.
And then as soon as the warm-up completes, again, guys, we'll jump into it here and get to take a look and see if Carnage will be able to push forward. I think this is a round of, let me double check at which point this match is actually at in the tournament really quickly here too, so I can pull it up.
This is at the round of
this is 32, I think.
32. Yeah, round of 32.
So winner of this one goes forward into the round of 16, which means that they'll be safe for today, and they'll get to push forward onto Sunday, where they'll have to play one more match in order to earn qualification for the regionals. So this is the end game for both of these two players, at least for today. They still have to play forward on Sunday, of course, in order to make it through into the top 8 of this cup. But let's get into it. Carnage will be your blue player. DemonSphere on the red side. And it looks like initial spawns. We're actually going to have the visors start for Carnage, so that he can get a lock as to his opponent's movement early on. You can see it there way in the distance. DemonSphere, in the meanwhile, is going to pick the Ranger spawn, so he'll be starting off with the more straightforward champion first off here.
I stand corrected. Carnage did not go with Ranger right away. Well, with Visor.
Yeah, it's I guess, like I said, he like immediately popped the ability too. So it's like a big map. Wants to try and get a lock as to where his opponent is, so that he can plan a route to try and shut him down quickly early on here. Problem is though, is the DemonSphere, well, he already got lock on the Mega Health, and in a moment he's gonna realize, oh, the armor's still here too. So he's got both of them under control right now. He is gonna lose most of the excess health in a second here, but still has it to work with in this upcoming fight, and he's done a great job of pushing Carnage back while not really taking a whole lot himself. Unfortunately, he didn't really return a lot of it either. It was mainly just pressure from the weapons that kept him back. There's a route sneaking off in another one too. DemonSphere just barely survives it. Oh, almost gets it again. Lucky to be alive at this point with 20 HP, and that's where the extra pickup on the armor and the health certainly came in to save him. Because if he didn't get both of those, he probably would have been dead here.
Smart move by Demon, recognizing they're both up at the same time, still heavy armor and Mega Health. So Carnage had to make a choice there, and as long as he's accurately reading where Carnage is, he was safe to take one, which he did. So he's back fairly healthy again. Carnage, ooh, nice shot. That just certainly evened the score.
Demon still looking around here too, trying to figure out exactly where Carnage went to, but also needs to leap into combat here, since that spawn's coming up in a second. Armor's still up 2, so Carnage is delaying it though. There we go. Nice timing on the pop of the wall hack there, so that he can get himself good vision. Excuse me, as to where exactly DemonSphere went. Did delay the timer is a little bit too, so he does have that bit of a gap now if he wants to try and make a run for both of them. Not sure DemonSphere is aware of that, but Carnage lost the read as to where DemonSphere was, so ate another rail. And that's going to be a free one for DemonSphere as he knocks off some of the damage. Almost does it again.
Carnage tried to delay. He did a slight delay, but it doesn't look like he's really going to make a play for this Mega. He's going to try to...
No, he's got it for free. For him. Yeah, DemonSphere just let him have it. He can get the armor now, too. He can just make a straight run for it. He knows DemonSphere's on the other side. DemonSphere, some impressive speed, though. He did actually end up beating him there just by a few seconds, so Demon is going to get it, and they'll keep it relatively even on the power pickups for right now. Carnage still hopping around himself here.
Should be looking for a good position here for this next Mega. It's this big fight between them both.
We're halfway into the round now. No one's got a kill yet, so they've got to start getting hungry for these frags soon. Otherwise, they may instead of coming down to the one kill, but it's going to be Carnage that nets it first. That's DemonSphere brought low, still trying to continue the fight in the health room. And Carnage pressed the advantage, moved in, claimed the first kill, and now has that advantage. He heard that pickup up on top, so he could actually move in and try to go for a second frag too. But for the time being, he's holding back. He's going to let DemonSphere push on him, since the time has already pushed pretty far into the round.
Yeah, nice rails. Carnage is in a real good, powerful position right now. Just kind of really just put a lot of pressure. I mean, that's what I'm sure that's what he's thinking right now. Is just run these items and run my opponent. He's probably just thinking pressure, pressure.
Stealth was just a few seconds short. That would have been a very nice rail to complete the kill. The second kill should be for Carnage, excuse me. But it's going to be rockets and LGs that'll do it for him as he does push through there, locks down the Nyx, and completes the second kill. Only one more to go against DemonSphere, and Carnage will have himself the first round. But it will be against the Sorlag, though, which is a very, very pesky champion to try and knock out.
There's a little error there by Carnage. He didn't realize his heavy armor was up, but Demon didn't pick up on it, so...
Now Demon trying to push into this one, has the Venom to assist as well, gets a great plant with his ability, and the LG straight spam onto Carnage there in order to trade back that first kill. Now he has 55 seconds to get a second one and try to tie it back up or just win the round outright, doing a great job with these rockets as he does close the gap now and bring it down to a 1v1, getting 2 kills in under 30 seconds.
Yeah, just like that. I mean, he really had, there was no reason to let DemonSphere get the stack he did, but you know, he just kind of, I think, lost track of the items.
Carnage using the gauntlet does move in there at the last second. Almost got himself the port out, just a straight up kill outside of the port as well. But instead, had the gauntlet equipped. I think he did tag him a few times with the gauntlet just to get the full kill with it. And then they go over to the SMG where he finally completed the job, took out DemonSphere, and won the round there. So Carnage brought to the bitter end of it, was brought down into a 1v1. He had a huge advantage to start with, but he kind of threw that away. Thankfully, bold move at the end pays off for him, and he gets round 1.
That end was just pure madness. Pure madness, I tell you.
Yeah, those last 60 seconds, I think we saw about 3 to 4 kills in that last minute or so. Fresh spawns now, however, as everyone is refreshed. Carnage gets the first spot on his opponent. Opponent didn't necessarily read onto him. Carnage has the better timer on this one. Now he can dive down below and go for the armor too if he wants both. Doesn't want to necessarily give up the positioning, but he will go for this. Whereas his opponent, yeah, he's going to be a step behind here. DemonSphere is not even going to have a chance to stop that from being picked up. So Carnage gets a nice stack to start off with here as he climbs both the power-ups.
Yeah, he's definitely in the power spot right now. He's going to be just looking to, you know, ambush somewhere, but he's should be making sure he's in a good position for the Mega Health. He's going to keep denying. Good rail there to keep his opponent, you know, on his heels. I don't know what DemonSphere was doing there. I was kind of watching Carnage. I didn't realize that DemonSphere, I didn't have my X-ray on. I just got my sound cues. And so I was a little shocked that he was there waiting to ambush with so little of a stack, with Carnage running around fully stacked. So a little miscalculation by DemonSphere and just good finish by Carnage. He's really in control right now.
Yeah, power-ups. He's got them split up on timers, too, so he's got plenty of time to pick up one and then run to the other. Even if his opponent contests him, he's probably going to get 5 seconds extra. Trying to run that a little bit careful, though, as he does manage to use himself on the wall hack there to be able to spot his opponent and make that active there. A little bit inept.
Yeah, great counter. That's just obviously the perfect, you know, Nyx counter, pop in your visor ability, and it's just like, you know, I see you, you're not going anywhere.
Yep. Oh, Carnage gonna, oh my god, Carnage, nicely done. Just completely ate the spit from the Sorlag there at the end. Didn't even matter, though. Won that round outright. Very aggressive on all 3 kills, and he nets it that time. Last time it came down to the wire with the last second turner from DemonSphere, but that round, DemonSphere wasn't even really given a chance.
Yeah, Carnage looked like he recovered very well there and just really put it on his opponent. Even at the spit there, he knew he could eat damage. He was just like, just get in there and land these rockets and it's over. So, which he did.
Wasn't a nice early rail again here. This time he was having himself a Mega Health to start off with. Not going to get that dual pickup right at the beginning here. However, could route over to it. Try to push his opponent off the health and go downstairs for the armor really quickly. But for right now, he's going to be okay. Oh, he's going to be okay with having to eat a rail, unfortunately, as they dive back in with that. The diorama to go up close, but Carnage, nicely done, immediately flicks into a 100 damage rocket and then gets himself that kill. And reads into the spawn, too. Nicely found from Carnage. Almost gets some damage off right off the bat on the Nyx, which could have been completely detrimental to the Nyx if that happened.
Yeah, good defensive play by Carnage there. He had position. DemonSphere, you know, getting a little too aggressive. I mean, he's getting caught in some areas here with Carnage. Even the Dire Warp, you know, pushing the Mega Health. You know, you might want to think about, you know, maybe just taking position of heavy armor at that point and just leaving good enough, you know, well enough alone. But you know, he tried to force the issue, and I say some good defensive play by Carnage, and got the kill, and then you know, spawn frag to mop it up. And so Carnage right now is looking like he's going to close this map out. I mean, he's really in a good position.
Gotta be a little bit careful. You can hear DemonSphere hopping around, so he knows that just going straight up one of the jump pads is probably not gonna be the smartest idea. He uses the eye actually to get up on top a little bit quicker, so nice movement from Carnage. Now we're just waiting for the perfect opportunity. See the quick switches. He wants that combo. Just can't get it. Thankfully, time is working out in his favor currently. The Mega Health is his, and now downstairs, he actually, oh, he can still push his opponent. Oh, he's going to. Nicely done from Carnage. The timing on his push is perfect, and DemonSphere just completely misreading it, looking the complete other direction when Carnage hopped into the room. So he was able to easily push DemonSphere back up the jump pad and get him off there. So Carnage has both power-ups now. It'd be a bit of a shame if he ended up losing this fight, since it seems like DemonSphere still wants to commit to it, despite Carnage having this huge advantage. And in we go to it. DemonSphere doing a good job of juking around him right now. Carnage has been brought extremely low. Only 70 HP, but the spawns are coming back up now. So he's back up to full HP. Still no armor to work off of, but trying to rein into his opponent. A little bit of a delay there. Armor's back up right now if he wants to try and hop down there and go for it, but won't be able to do it. DemonSphere is going to beat him to it. And for Carnage, he's kind of on the ropes right now for his first character.
Yeah, good over there by Rocket Launcher. DemonSphere hit him with a nice rocket, 100 damage, and followed up the rail. 180 total damage, rocket to rail combo. So really put Carnage on his heels. And so it's kind of a turnaround. DemonSphere has a chance right now. If he can get a frag here, probably in the next minute and a half, he can really make the push.
Carnage again, trying to hold off, but he at the last second switches over to that rail to get the final combo kill, and Carnage will take map number 1 in 3-0 fashion.
Yeah, but other than that, a little bit of that little moment he had, you know, where DemonSphere picked up a frag and then a follow-up frag right away. Yeah, the Carnage, you know, pretty much in control, I would say, for most of that map.
Yeah, I mean, we saw a couple turnaround moments, specifically towards the end of round 1, where we saw some good stuff from DemonSphere, some really well weighed out aggression across the map, but it's just that none of it was enough to actually push through and win on an actual round. So Carnage still had the overall control, and even with that last second comeback that we saw from DemonSphere, Carnage was still able to push through and end up winning out that first round anyway. So it was all him for map number 1, and now we just have to hope going over to a second map that DemonSphere is going to be a little bit more proficient on whatever his choice is, which we'll see that in a second here. Let's take a look. See if they made a pick yet. Looks like they're going to do Blood Run, I think.
Just have to be a little careful about pushing into those engagements, you know, especially with players of the caliber of Carnage and Clamp, Rafa, all these guys we've seen, you know, working their way through the brackets and being successful. You notice how they're just really slick about choosing their engagements, and the intelligent play, you know, the intelligent decision making. It's really a big part of this game and a really big part of Duel. So, you know, you want to have every advantage you could possibly have, you know, going to these engagements, because everybody has talent. A lot of people are really good. So you just want to, you know, have that stack advantage, have that position advantage, have that just advantage of surprise. Anything you can get to swing that battle to your favor is what you got to do. So DemonSphere just, you know, just do a little better job. I know it's tough though, because Carnage really is putting a lot of pressure on him. So it's a tough matchup for him.
Bit of a change up there from DemonSphere at the end. He's going to end up going with a clutch at the very end of it instead of his pick from the previous map. I think he had a Sorlag before. So same overall composition, as he just trades out a tanky champion for another tanky champion. Well, slightly more tanky champion. But overall, the picks still remain relatively similar. And I don't think Carnage changed anything at all. I think he has the same exact layout as the last map.
Yeah, I really like Clutch on this map. Clutch is... There's so many spots to ambush. The rocket launcher is so key, and it does so much damage. So you could really mess somebody up with Clutch here. I enjoy playing him. I think he's a lot of fun.
The shield can work out pretty well on this map too, because there are a lot of corridors that seem like shaped almost exactly to the size that the shield spreads out at. So there's like almost no way around that thing, unless you just push right up in his face. There's no way to like shoot a rocket to the side of him or something like that to try and hit damage onto it. So.
Let's go, you sons of bitches.
So, it's the formal countdown, and there we go. We're going live now, folks. Like we said before, Carnage claiming dominance on map number 1. Only saw a few good moments overall from DemonSphere, so he needs to come back big time and start off with a pretty big advantage in this map if he wants to take it to a map number 3 otherwise. So once again, have to settle for falling short just before getting to the round of 16. We'll have to participate in next week's qualifier, whereas Carnage, he'll get to move forward to the round of 16, where he'll have one more match to try and push himself forward into the North American Regionals. Starting with it right away, Carnage will end up with a shotgun. Thankfully, it's a relatively close range battle. Tries to bait DemonSphere into coming through that portal, but he's smarter than that. He's not going to take that. However, what he will do is jump back downstairs, but it's going to be close contest. Doesn't matter, though, as Carnage still able to do work with that shotgun up close, and in a last-second shot, survives the encounter with 25 HP and knocks out DemonSphere's first champion. Almost knocking out the second one here, too, as DemonSphere goes over to the Nyx, trying to bounce around it, trying to be a little bit careful. As you'll note, Carnage no longer starting with the visor, now starting with the Ranger, so he doesn't have that wall hack to immediately counter out the Nyx this time.
Very aggressive play by Carnage on the Mega Health. A little fortunate that worked out for me. He was really close to dying there. I mean, 25 health. That shotgun, that last shot he was taking was probably, you know, all or nothing. That one. So he's.
Carnage will continue to hop around the map here now. Nice connection onto the rocket up on top. About 70 damage being done with that. Carnage. Oh, thinks he can get a fadeaway shot, but I don't even think DemonSphere is close to that. He's sitting on the other side, but Carnage again reading into it. Not doing a whole lot of damage, unfortunately, with those rockets. Just off the mark. Can't keep up with the Nyx. So the Nyx will escape again. DemonSphere dodges the fight, but there's the connection, and that's going to be an emergency pop with a stealth from DemonSphere. He can't take anything further. And that is actually going to hand over the Mega Health now to Carnage too. DemonSphere even made the mistake of jumping back into that fight to try and contest for it. If he got it, would have been great. Now that he doesn't, though, it's a miracle that he survived it.
Yeah, I was a little surprised as you were that he came back for more there, but he was a little fortunate to get away alive. Out of all of that, and like you said, he didn't get the Mega Health, so Carnage is really in the power position right now. He's going to look to run both sides.
Very aggressive with his positioning too. Carnage does push forward now. He's going to try to move in for the kill, but again, emergency pop has come out. I think he might re-engage though, since Carnage is as low as he is, and in fact, Carnage falling down below. That is going to give DemonSphere the position he needs to hit that final rocket to close out on the trade kill note.
Yeah, and a little oops by Carnage. Went to do a slick little rocket jump. He tried to minimize the amount of damage he was taking in terms of self-damage, but he could have made it a little more of a sure thing instead of making it so risky, and he shorted it. Because of that, he ended up dead. If he picks up that heavy armor, maybe he survives that, and maybe even gets the kill.
Despite the mistake from DemonSphere that was made earlier too, where he almost died trying to go for that Mega Health pickup, somehow he turns that fight back around and is able to win out against Carnage. Oh, this is trouble though, and oh, again, these clutch pops the stealth. Keeps saving DemonSphere's life.
That really did save his life. Carnage is ready to do the combo with the finish of the rail. The nice initial rocket to knock him in the, off that armor.
It's been a good 3-4 times that's happened. So DemonSphere hitting some nice rails himself, brings his opponent down low, but he just barely got tagged by it. In fact, Carnage is able to continue forward even more. Finally claims the second kill, and now knows the spawn of DemonSphere. It's last character here, so is going to chase down that clutch. He's already knocked off some of his HP, but he's trying to lock him down for sure, as he wants to end this right here and right now, since he has both of the pickups.
A nice use of vision there by Carnage to, you know, get ready, right? Free fire coming around the corner.
Having trouble hitting those rockets though, so he's going to have a bit of a disadvantage in this fight. Still though, a minute and 15 seconds. He still has the kill advantage currently. So he doesn't want to just throw this life away, trying to hunt down a frag, which he could try to finish off on the respawn, but there we go. Even a little, wasn't necessarily on top of his opponent, but a little bit of a teabag at the end there, as he does move in, completes the kill in the clutch, and also takes round number 1, while only losing one of his own champions.
Round begins.
Yeah, Carnage still feeling confident. That was a bit of a risk there, flying in the way he did, but you could tell the confidence. He had the timing on the Mega, so he felt like even if he got hit, he was going to land on the Mega, and that would be the difference in the fight, and it was. So it's a good calculated risk, as they say. There's some risk there, but you know, overall, he was comfortable with it.
So Carnage again getting himself a bit of an early edge here, doing some great damage to DemonSphere's Ranger. Has put him down to just his base HP. Has no armor to play with here. Now jumping into the fight, tries surprise, but pushed into a corner so quickly. No chance on that Ranger at all. I don't think DemonSphere has yet to actually get a kill on that Ranger so far in this map. And Carnage actually in a little bit of trouble here. This nail gun causing him some problems. Regardless, continuing the fight. Does get the trail, so he knows, generally speaking, where the Nyx is gone. However, the Nyx pretty much just stays down inside of the blood pit in the middle. So Carnage,
you gotta be careful eating those nails. Sometimes you can get out there dancing, not realizing, oh, tap here, tap there. It's like 20 damage, 20 damage. You know, it adds up rather quickly.
Carnage with some good intuition, though. He's read into a rocket. 60 damage with it, and then the follow-up now. I mean, if that first rocket was a little bit more on point, Demon would have died there. You could see it. He had, I would say, less than 10 health. I didn't get the actual read on it, but still. Oh, again, there's the stealth pop. Just going to try to use it aggressively this time. Carnage is smart. Does not want to deal with an up-close Nyx. So he just back out of that fight. Oh, can't say about that rail, though. He doesn't use the dire to go downstairs like I think he might have originally planned. So let's take another round instead.
Down.
Now trying to fight off here in the open against the Nyx. This is a fight that the Nyx is almost for sure going to lose. And there you go. Not really surprised there. Unfortunately, the Nyx just poor timing to take the fight. So Demon goes down to his last champion here.
Yeah, Carnage is just running everything really clean right now. He could even, I said, he double rocket jumped up to that heavy armor. That's how confident he's feeling right now in regards to his stack and running items. So,
oh, a little bit of a miss there from DemonSphere as he's trying to work this back out. He's got to be careful of the timing. He can afford it behind him. It's the rail, but the shot from Carnage hits him midair anyway. And there we go. Round number 2 also goes to Carnage. He is 1 round away from a spot in the round of 16.
Carnage looking strong, looking like he's ready to move on this week. He's tired of playing around. He's ready to get to the regionals.
Who is his opponent going to be? That's the question. Let's take a look at the matchup with him and see. Oh, hold on. Back into the fight already here. Is DemonSphere... What are you doing, DemonSphere? He wants a gauntlet fight. Are you going to give it to him? No, you're not. DemonSphere backs away over to the rail and does a little bit of damage on the fadeaway. Not going to kill Carnage just yet, but it does bring both players down to just their respective health pools. Oh, Demon getting hit now. Oh! The direct hit with the Dire Orb again is going to give Carnage the initial frag. DemonSphere is 0-3 on the 1v1s on the Ranger there.
Keeps getting railed at that, or else that rocket launcher spawn too. Oh, bad position for Carnage here.
Now Carnage doing a good job of trying to juke. Just, yeah, fell too far behind on the initial rockets on the fight. Got brought down so low. Did a good job of juking damage for that extra like 2 to 3 seconds, but ultimately DemonSphere had that fight. Just needed that one extra shot to win it. Carnage didn't really seem to be trying to be that aggressive in response to those hits against him.
Yeah, he was just trying to last as long as he could. Maybe snake a kill somehow with some clutch railing, but yeah, he was just in a bad spot.
So traded it back. Still on the Nyx again. I think that's where most, if not all, of DemonSphere's kills have come from. He may have gotten one with a clutch too, but for the most part, he's been fragging out on this Nyx and only this Nyx. Maybe 1 or 2 exceptions so far. In the 2.5 rounds that we've had played out so far. Carnage does use his visor a little bit early here. Not going to use it as an immediate counter to the stealth pop. Just wants to read into where exactly DemonSphere's Nyx is going to be heading. So they can try to head him off. Didn't really work out though. The Nyx played really passive and just hung out in the side rooms up on top.
Oh, Carnage totally lost him. He totally lost him there. Like he dropped down right next to him. I think DemonSphere was a little like shot. He walked right up next to him and shot that rocket.
Definitely didn't.
He was a little.
Didn't expect to find him there. Yeah. So Demon did jump in. However, look at Carnage, man. This follow-up, he's so aggressive, so hungry for it. So he does move it and quickly makes up for that one. And DemonSphere even knows it too. He's like, well, that sucks.
I sensed a little anger there from Carnage after that one. You know, like what happened? You know, he had to come back and redeem himself.
Well, the worst part is too is like what was it like 10 seconds before that he specifically sat in a corner and popped the visor active so that he could specifically try and track down where DemonSphere was heading, and then to just completely lose the tracking like that was just like, well, this isn't what I wanted to have happen. Carnage chasing down the kill and now popping out a stealth, and Carnage tries to chase out the frag with a nail gun. Not going to happen though, and Carnage takes it again in 3-0 fashion. He's going to win this match 2-0 and push forward into his round of 16.
A good try by DemonSphere, but you know, just outmatched. Carnage was playing strong. You know, just what are you going to do? I mean, it was his time this week. It was his time. So
yeah.
Our Carnage looked good. Really wasn't out of control. I think there were just a few moments here and there where kind of DemonSphere looked like he might get a little momentum, but overall, you know, well controlled by Carnage. Well controlled.
So, for Carnage, like I said before, he moves forward into the round of 16. He's not qualified for regionals yet. He still has to play one more match on Sunday. And that match, we saw this person play earlier. We didn't see the second person player. He's either going to have to go up against Disco Ride, who we did see play earlier, if you remember that, or he's going to have to go up against Pi Hero. Those are going to be his potential matchups, depending on, of course, who actually ends up winning that round of 32 match. So, there's some interesting matchups to be said there. But while we are preparing our next match, folks, we are going to head to a very short break. Like I said, it should only be like 2 to 3 minutes at most. And when we do come back, we should have just a few more matches here for you. Once again, the Quake action continues right here, so stick with us, and we'll be right back.